guys, it's Monday, which means it's time for another video. Sorry I kind of look like shit. I just woke up. I want to make this video quick. I got a request to do a top 5 video, and that is top 5 horror movies that I love. Now, this doesn't mean that they're my favorite ever. They're not my top 5 or top 10 favorite horror movies. Some are, some aren't. So, well, I think one of them isn't actually in my top 10 favorite horror films, and that is the number 5. These are just movies that I love to watch and can watch a lot. And number 5 is one that I kind of discovered not like maybe like a year ago, so it's not like one that I loved for a while because I obviously haven't seen it right away, and that is The Initiation. And this is the Arrow release. This is a fun sorority horror film. It's definitely one that I'm surprised I haven't seen beforehand. It's a standard slasher, but there's a twist at the end. Some of it takes place in a mall too, like this weird mall. It's like I've never seen a mall like it. It's just a very weird mall. Pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I don't want to go into great detail with these movies just because it is a top 5, so there's other movies that I am going to be talking about. Just watch it if you haven't. I don't know if it's on YouTube. If you've seen it, let me know what you think about it. I personally enjoy The Initiation, and it's definitely one of the better 80s horror films. Number 4 is one that I've loved for as long as I can remember, and that is The Craft. Some people might think it's not a straight horror film. I personally think it is a straight horror film. There's some great scenes in this with the girl losing her hair because of this circle thing the night before and put like a curse on her where she'd lose her hair. She was bullied though, so nobody really cared. It's just a fun witch movie, and the thing is, there's not many horror films out there that involve witches like this. And I know there's talks of like remaking it or doing a sequel or something, and I just hope they don't do that because I just want them to keep this movie and I don't want anything else. I just love The Craft as it is. I just think nobody should change The Craft. It's just a classic. It is a movie that I literally grew up with. It came out the year I was born. That one, Scream, which is funny because Neve Campbell is in this, and also Skeet Ulrich, who were both in Scream. So it's funny to see them in 2 movies, 2 horror films that came out the same year. But yeah, this is a movie that you should seriously watch. If you haven't seen it, you're really missing out. Now, number 3 is one that I came across on Shudder. No, was it Shudder? No, it was I just came across it online, and I didn't really think anything about it. I was like, oh, it's a found footage horror film, and that is Hell House LLC. And it's also on Shudder too, and it also has spawned 2 sequels. Now, some people may despise the sequels. Some people like the sequels. I personally like the sequels. And the fact that I always say this, the first time watching Hell House LLC, I thought the location of the haunted attraction looked familiar. Like, I've seen it before and I've been there. Turns out it is a haunted attraction in my hometown that they have during Halloween time called the Waldorf Haunting, or the Waldorf Estate of Fear. And I actually got a chance to be in, me and my fiance, we got a chance to be in the 3rd one. We're only in it for like 5 seconds, if that, towards the end of the movie. So if you want to check that out, the back of our heads are in one shot, and I'm running out of the building in another shot. But the first one, to me, will always be the best, because this made me have a better appreciation for found footage, because I personally am not a big fan of found footage. I just think found footage is a little hokey at times, they try a little too hard. I know that might piss some people off. I just think sometimes they try a little bit too hard. And this movie It's an independent horror film. Not a lot of people probably have seen it, except like hardcore horror fans. And it basically is these people getting ready to set up this haunted attraction called Hell House. They found this random building. It's called Abaddon Hotel. But the thing is, bad things happened in Abaddon Hotel in the past. And you kind of see, like, the progress of what's going on. And when it's finally opening night, that's when stuff starts to happen. But you see stuff happen during the movie, too. And not, like, over the top. And it's just... I just think it's a very well-made movie for being independent. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out on Shudder. It's also, I think, on Tubi TV. I'm not positive about that. But Shudder, you can get a free trial of it, and you can watch all 3 of them. But yeah, that's my number 3. Number 2 is my favorite Stephen King horror film, based on his work. I haven't finished the book, or the novella, I should say, and that is Silver Bullet. Now, some people might be like, why Silver Bullet? Why is that your favorite? It's just one that I apologize. I keep coughing. I don't know why. But, Silver Bullet is one that I kind of grew up with. The first time I watched it, I was actually at my mom's house, and her, boyfriend, he recorded these movies off the TV, and he had like there was like 3 movies in this one case, and that was a movie called The Boy Who Cried Werewolf, that's from the 70s, and American Werewolf in London, and that's the first time I saw that, and then Silver Bullet. And out of the 3, Silver Bullet was the one that I loved the most. Now, the werewolf looks pretty cheesy, I'm not gonna lie, but there's just something about this movie that always draws me near. Like, I have to watch it every time it's on TV. I love to watch it during Halloween time. It's just a fun film. And one of my favorite scenes in this is when the young boy is Marty's friend in the movie. They kind of leave him sailing like a kite. Or flying a kite, I don't know, sailing a kite. And that the werewolf is going to come get him, but the thing is, you don't see the werewolf come get him, you just see the aftermath, and to me, that makes a movie work. You don't have to see blood and guts and gore and all that to know what happened. It's all up to the imagination, and to me, I love movies like that, where they cut away, and then you see the aftermath. But, yeah, Silver Bullet, definitely check it out. I have this release, but I do want the Scream Factory release, but I'll probably get that at some point. But yeah, Silver Bullet, definitely check it out. All right, my number 1. I feel like everybody probably has, if they've seen this channel, they know what my favorite horror film of all time is. I talk about it all the time. I've talked about meeting the main star of this. I was super excited meeting her, and that is Sleepaway Camp. This will always be my favorite horror film. It's just one that I absolutely love. I can watch it all the time. I can quote at times. I love the music. I love the kills. I love the ending. The ending will always be probably one of the best endings in any horror film ever. It's hard to top that ending. Because I remember the first time watching that ending, it took me a minute to realize what the fuck I just watched. And I watched it on YouTube. That's the first time I watched it, was on YouTube. And I watched it like 5 more times after that. And I'm like, I need this movie. And it took me forever to get this movie. But I have it, and I absolutely love the shit out of it. Do I like the sequels? I like 2. 3's kind of garbage. Return to Sleepaway Camp is kind of garbage. I'm not gonna lie. But Sleepaway Camp will always be the best. Some people may say that Sleepaway Camp 2 is a little bit better. I personally like the first Sleepaway Camp because it's more dark. There's no really comedic tones to it. It's just a camp slasher film. And to me, it's probably the best camp slasher film. Yes, better than Friday the 13th. I just love Sleepaway Camp. If you haven't seen Sleepaway Camp, I don't know what you're doing watching this channel, because I feel like I've talked about Sleepaway Camp pretty much most of my videos. But yeah, that's my number one favorite horror film. Just like favorite horror film to watch, favorite horror, what's one that I love to talk about all the time. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this top 5. Comment down below what else you want me to review. If you want me to do top 5 or top 10 or trailer reaction or something, just comment down below in this video and let me know what you guys want me to do. In the meantime, I'll see you guys on Thursday.